And we're back. So, you're going to notice that we're in an entirely different location from when we last left off. So, to make a long story short, as you know from last time, we were down in the dungeons trying to do the Unseeing Eye quest line, and I got a bit further than what you saw, but eventually ran into 3 extremely powerful ranged enemies that killed me several dozen times, so I just think I'm perhaps too low level to be taking those guys on. So I decided to pop back to Trademeet and take care of this. But something did happen in between last time and now, in that right after we reached the surface, a messenger ran up to us from Ares' uncle that wanted us to come back to the circus as soon as we can, but it wasn't anything urgent, so I decided it could wait while we took care of some of the other questing stuff that we've got at the moment. So, we're gonna have a look around Trademeet, where we've come to again. Just as soon as I check in my journal, remind myself who we want to talk to about this. Lord Logan. Okay.
Yes. Just name what you want.
Okay. And this place is a lot bigger than we first thought. Definitely. Just at a glance, kind of fucking massive. Yeah.
If your parents don't buy you a pointy stick, they don't love you.
With Logan, whoever it is, and we need to find him as our most urgent point, I think.
Well, I certainly don't like the look of you.
Wow, she's definitely seems nice. For sure, she's. Mayor's home. That's probably where we want to be going. Alright. We should probably start getting to the bottom of what's going on with this old druid thing immediately, rather than messing around and talking to traders and things like Toby likes to do. This seems a bit more urgent than that would sort of imply, doesn't it?
Of course.
Hey there.
You are a stranger to this town, are you not? I'm surprised you were allowed to come within the walls. You will find yourself unwelcome here.
And why is that? And indeed, if you came to Trademeet to take advantage of our excellent markets, then you have come in vain. Between the druids and other problems, there's nothing to purchase here. What other problems would you be referring to? The animal attack situation is all I'm aware of. It is nothing you need concern yourself with, stranger. It is enough to say that our town is in danger of collapsing. There's nothing here for you to purchase. And who are you? My name is Busia, and I am the mistress of the Merchant Guild in Trademeet. Once we prospered fair and honest trade here, but as of late, my title is rather meaningless. And when you said that that there was nothing to purchase here, did you mean for a stranger or in general? No, I mean there's nothing for you to buy. It's not from the merchants and peddlers that have traditionally sold things here in Trademeet. If you are truly desperate, you can go to the Dao Jin that have set up their tents outside the main gates. Their prices are exorbitant, but they own everything there is to sell. The caravans will not come because of the danger, and the few that have come only do so at the behest of the vast amounts of gold the Dao seem to have flowing from their pockets. And there's nothing you can do about their extortionate ways? That seems rather surprising. Until these animal attacks are stopped, there is no point. If you are truly serious about helping, come talk to me once that business is ending. Okay, I'll be on my way then.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
No one in there. Let's just poke into literally every room there is in this damn house. Lord Logan's guard. Yeah, Lord Logan was the one we were supposed to talk to. This, I think, is one of the cases where the entire party should be involved in the discussion.
Yes.
As much as the idea of having Jaheira up here, with her being a druid,
Ready and
may
able.
come to bite us in the ass.
Just as I thought.
We still need
Hail,
her here.
I welcome you to Trademeet.
I trust you will not earn the worried stares you have received so far. No plans. We have had a troubled season, and strangers of indeterminate nature are a potential threat until they prove otherwise. I am Lord Logan Coprith, High Merchant. Yes, indeed. He does seem like more of a fighting man. How did you come by the title of High Merchant? I spent much of my career in the military, but other duties called me here. My family was influential, and it fell to them to provide a mayor for Trademeet. Perhaps finances are not my best skill, but the guard has benefited from my discipline, and I have improved security. There's only so much that can be done, however.
Trademeet has been here for generations, but now we are harassed from the strangest of sources.
It has been a very difficult time for the local merchants. The very land is against us. Animals attack, and even the foliage strangles. It began subtly, now we suspect a dark mind behind it. Until recently, we did not know where to place blame. Now the people have found a target. The last group attacked saw several figures directing the chaos. Druids, belonging to a group that has long been peaceful. The people apparently captured one. Had I not locked him up, they would have quartered him in the street. And has he confessed to being the guilty party, or have the people simply condemned him for the crime of belonging to the group they've named as their scapegoats? That is my dilemma. He claims he is here to investigate the Druids, and I believe him. Unfortunately, many of our citizens already believe him guilty. Nothing less than a public burning will satisfy an angry mob. The Druid remains behind bars as much for his own protection as anything else.
What I would have you do is escort him to his task, or see to it yourselves, whichever you prefer.
I would seem to be collaborating if my men or I were to help him, and alone he may not make it out of town. Will you help? Very well. I will speak with him and see if I can't help. I thank you. I will allow you to pass, so you might speak with him. You may leave under promise of your care. Keep me appraised of the situation. Alright then. Time to pay a visit to the town jail and speak with this druid.
You must gather
Toby's
your party
certainly
before
not
venturing
about
forth.
to let the townsfolk here essentially lynch someone who, from what we can tell, is probably innocent. Now, though, we need to find the prison on the map, which I can't see anything actually marked prison, so I don't know where it could be.
Good fool, who is the man in the mustache? Where does he hail from?
Okay.
As you will.
So, let's head down the stairs. I'm going off the assumption now that
You
this
must gather.
prison is beneath his house rather than a separate building, which is a bit unusual from a design point of view, but whatever.
Something you need.
Anyways, Toby,
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
why don't you have a word with this fellow?
Hello, and well met to you. I am Cerned, though my identity is surely no secret after the fuss I have caused here.
You look pleasant enough. Are you friends of that charming Lord Corprith? I've made very few friends among the merchants. Yes, he did send me to escort you out of town and help in any way I can. He seemed less prone to rash action, though the merchants had little reason to trust me. I arrived not long after an attack, so it must have seemed suspicious. I should have crept quietly as the vine instead of blustering as the wind. On occasion, I forget the subtleties that allow nature to progress. Ah, the blight shall pass, and I will return to cultivate better relations when the time is right. Yes, I have to ask, though. Who has poisoned their opinions against druids? Their leaders seem sensible enough. I'm not quite sure, but I have suspicions. I will try to tell you what I know of this. I am Cerned, as I said, sent from the north to investigate why the druid order of this region has severed its ties from the traditional hierarchy. is not unheard of. The attacks have me worried. It can only lead to greater evils. These people will eventually strike out as an animal cornered. Yes, I see you have a druid with you. Jaheira, is it? She will also be concerned, for she will know the danger of balance lost. I know many druids in this region, and they would not support such actions without due cause. I suspect that there has been a change in leadership here. It is the duty of any druid to find this new leader and ascertain if this is for the best of nature. The attacks on the merchants only serve to alarm me. I might succeed alone, but I would rather have the backing of a group, one that will also benefit from my service. Are you up for the task? Yes, I would be glad to help with this, but I'm afraid your presence in my group is unnecessary. You adopt his cause, but not his company, as you wish, but I will make certain the matter is given due attention in his absence. I will mark its location for you on your map. Do hurry. What transpires there will regrettably affect others outside the order.
Ready and
There's no
able.
need to worry, Jaheira.
Whatever I can do to help.
We'll be heading there immediately. And it's nothing personal.
Just name what you
I
want.
just don't want to shake up the group dynamic, as I'm sure you can appreciate. I'm quite used to my current traveling companions, and would rather not change that up too much.
Of course.
So, let's head out of Trademeet pronto-like, and make our way to this grove without delay. Druid Grove, just south of the Windspear Hills, which we will not be visiting today, by the way.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Okay. We're in wherever this is. It's Druid Grove.
It would be good for you to watch your actions while in this wood.
I give you fair warning, interloper, that this area is under the protection of the Druids of Tethir, and if you do not leave, you will face nature's wrath. Can we not simply come to some sort of agreement? All I wish to know is what has provoked the druids of this region to such unusual behavior. That is not for you to know. Our affairs are our own business, and they will be dealt with in accordance with the rituals of the ages already set in place. Please, you should go before either of us come to harm. Baldur cannot see me with you. Shadow Druids are very unforgiving of treachery. Shadow Druids. I had suspected as much. I had my suspicions that it was Shadow Druids rather than just ordinary Druids. That makes a good deal more sense.
How can I help?
Okay. You can cast a magic arrow spell and kill the troll. And I know that those guys are taking on trolls because I died in that encounter prior, but it was most likely edited out. Alright, let me make a suggestion about your life choices, Mr. Meiji. Incapacitating the vast majority of my group was a poor one. That will be my life choice suggestion. Okay, well after a couple of unsuccessful attempts against these druids, I'm going to try something a little bit cheap.
It would be good for you to watch your actions while in this wood.
In fact, I am going to do this. We're going to immediately run away. Save, and then try to bait like one or two of them into a fight, rather than taking them all on at once. As I said, a little bit on the cheap side, but I can't bring myself to care, honestly. Annoyingly enough, these druids don't seem to want to do anything. I take that back. They just lightningified me. On. All right. I would still like to know how the actual fuck these bastards are summoning bees. And what the fuck is up with these random lightning strikes? Ugh. That's it, I'm boned again. I am fucked. Now I'm supposed to take these guys on when they're obviously just tearing me to shreds like this. I don't know. Honestly. Fuck you. That's all I have to say here. Fuck you.
Of course. wouldn't dream of refusing. There's a strike from the shadow. Oh, yes.
See how this
Something you need.
Okay, everyone run.
Just as I thought.
Where Minsk goes, evil stands aside.
Yes? Of course. Just strike from the I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Okay. Your war dog and you are both going to die. That's a druid dead? We managed a while ago to just run away to the relative safety of over here.
Oh, yes.
Alright. I'm going to have to basically try and pull these druids one at a time, I think. What will happen here? Two at a time also works. All of them at everybody once does not work, on the other hand. Why do you love cheating so much? That's what I want to know, you sons of bitches. Why do they love to cheat so much?
Nature, take your life, she did!
You will trade your death when I am done with you.
Okay. And now,
Ready and just as I thought.
all the druids are running away. For some reason. Well, honestly,
Yes?
my editing in this part is probably going to be a bit of a clusterfuck, so allow me to explain. We ran into a bunch of druids there. They wanted to kill me. We fought them for a bit, killed a nymph that was hostile for whatever reason. Then they ran away and just said, We fought you as our mistress commanded, so now we're going to leave. I still have no idea what the hell was going on with that, so I'm not even going to attempt to understand it. I'm really not. And here's our druid friend from before that we've run into now. Let's have a chat with him.
Your investigations have been fruitful? Let us examine them for possible solutions to this regrettable situation. Speak what you have learned of the local druids. How are they tainted?
Well, I can tell you that a woman named Baldur has taken over, and she is a Shadow Druid. At heart, at least. And it is as I feared. Shadow Druid violence is a disgrace to nature. And now that they have a hand in this area, they will not stop their advance. Do you know of them? They have forsaken balance in favor of militant action. They believe they follow the Earth Mother, but blood is not fitting tribute. This must be stopped before forces from Trademeet seek revenge. The toll on the wood and the people alike will be horrendous. We must issue a challenge on behalf of the virtuous. Unfortunately, only one attuned with the ways of the druids will be able to face Feldorn. It is doubtful she will leave the sanctity of the druid grove, and if she has surrounded herself with its protective magics, she will be nearly invulnerable. Such dark rituals are frowned upon, but Shadow Druids stop at nothing. We have but one option. She can be challenged, but only a druid can do it. Well, I suppose Jaheira could challenge her. Yes, I think she would be honored, as any druid should be. Go to Faldorn to challenge. All will become clear after that. Do you wish me to come as well? No, we will do this on our own. Very well. I wait here in the dark for the dawn to rise. Go quickly.
To the task at hand.
And Jaheira is going to be challenging the leader of the Shadow Druids, apparently.
It would be good for you to watch your actions while in this wood.
Death to the enemies of nature. In Feldorn's name, we cleanse the earth of you. That's nice.
Don't mess with nature.
Now die.
Don't mess with you.
Go for the eyes, Lady. Go for the eyes.
Righteousness shall prevail!
Okay, now kill us let's kill that Shadow Druid, please. Come on.
With vengeance!
There we go. What the fuck? Let me freaking save already. Jesus. Okay. Into the fancy-looking building. And then
You must gather.
we'll see what happens, I guess. No, Jaheira's gonna have to kill this Shadow Druid, but that's all I know. At the moment. Let's see. Over to here, I guess.
Well, what have we here? Some fool come to stop the righteous force of nature?
Laughable. Say what you must, and then we shall purge the earth of your filth. First, you can tell me why druids are attacking all that enter the wood. Who are you to say? Only another druid should have business here. You can do nothing. In the past, I might have feared such as you, but no longer.
I am stronger than ever with the aid of this grove. No harm can come to me here. Such bonding rituals are frowned upon as they draw energy from the earth itself, but the mother feeds me that I might fight for her.
The rituals still govern this place, and as a druid, it is Jaheira's right to challenge you. You will accept this challenge, and we will proceed. I will not have this place remain in your care. By the Great Mother, you will not leave the duel alive.
You are mistaken, of course. I revel in the combat of the rituals, and I welcome the chance to end your miserable existence. Come to your death.
Okay, then. Let's do
I
this.
am ready. I go.
Wait, we're doing this unarmed?
With vengeance!
I have to admit, I'm a little confused. Oh well, fire sword time. Okay. Okay, Jaheira, why don't you shapeshift? I think she would make a good snack. Good thing that I remembered that Jaheira could do this, because we were getting our ass beat quite thoroughly. That was a pretty close one. I always seem to forget that Jaheira can shapeshift, unfortunately. Fortunately, I didn't forget for good.
For even now, the insights relief. This has been a great service to nature, and she shall not forget.
Now, to repair the land after the ritual that Baldur performed. Her invulnerability was at great cost. Her loss will cause the land to suffer immeasurably. Birth, then, will serve as challenge master and great druid until all the healing is done. His reverence for the land will not allow him to be corrupted. When the scars are healed, things will be as they were, or very nearly. A new great druid will need to be chosen. More turmoil ahead, but for now, we can rest. What of you, Toby? Are you off to travel? If you ever need help, you may find me standing amidst the beauty of nature that is our druid grove. Of course, Cernet. I know where to find you, but not right now. Look forward to our next meeting. I stand as Challenge Master, and all that seek ascension in the Druidic Order can come to me. And as for you, I must formalize our thanks. For your bravery, I present you with the Staff of Thunder and Lightning. Use it with wisdom and respect. Remember to pick up any equipment that was dropped before the challenge.
Speak your mind.
Okay. Jaheira can put her gear on. We'll equip the quarterstaff once I unshape change her. There. Now, Jaheira, take your staff back, and you can heal yourself up from being almost dead. They can't heal you up by much, it seems. Looks like we have to head back to the...
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Let's... Yeah, time for us to head back to Trademeet and let them know the problem's been solved.
You must gather your party before venturing.
That's the next and hopefully last
Whatever I can do.
thing we gotta do. So let's take care of that. Get ourselves back to Trademeet. And let them know they won't be having any more animal attack issues. I should probably
Just name
let
what
them
you
know
want.
after all. Go on ahead in there. And that merchant lady also mentioned there were some other problems going on. To see her after the present crisis was resolved. The present crisis has been resolved. So we can see her.
You must gather your party
Perhaps
before...
discuss the matter a little bit further.
Of course.
But first,
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
this merchant head guy or whatever, I should probably tell him the good news.
We are in your debt for whatever you did. I thank you, and Trademeet thanks you.
Not only have the attacks stopped, but we have received reparations from the remaining druids. I wish it were within my power to offer you a reward more suitable than this, but Trademeet has another problem we have not been able to solve exactly. And we get 2,000 gold out of that. It's not an insignificant sum, but compared to what we have and what we spent on that shopping spree not too long ago, it's not a lot of money. You see, Trademeet was once favored by the goddess of trade, Joaquin. We were a place of fairness where one would not fear for his life or possessions. And it was so, I assure you. Joaquin herself has disappeared. We have no patron goddess, and things have deteriorated. Thieves have come, and worse. a group of Dao genies from Kalimshan have arrived while we were in the middle of the Druid business. They and their gold were welcome enough at first, but in only weeks they've taken all business and put a stop to it. They are hunting a Raksha named Ifir and insist that she is present in the town. The genies will allow no trade to occur until Ifir is found and her head given to them. Why? Why they have chosen this particular tactic, I am unsure. Without proper trade, however, the merchants are penniless. Soon the food resources will dry up as well. Something must be done, and done soon. I didn't think that you could deal with the druids so easily. Perhaps you might look into this for us as well. Well, I will certainly do what I can. You are too kind, my lord. Guildmistress Busia in the next room can tell you more about what needs to be done. Okay, well, we know what we need to move on to next. The druids were obviously the major problem, but this trade disruption needs to be dealt with, and possibly we'll get some more gold for it.
We can use whatever help we can get these days.
Ah, it is the hero who has saved us from the druids. I give you my thanks. Our town is in less trouble now than it was, and perhaps proper trade will soon be restored. There is yet one problem that plagues us, however, and Lord Corporith has informed me you've agreed to help us with it. Nothing would relieve me more. The Dao stand in their tents outside the town entrance. I ask that you go there and convince them to leave. Either find their Rakshasa, or destroy them, I suppose, as dastardly as that might sound. In return, I offer you a reward of gold as well as an item of some power that the guild has in its stores. No doubt the Jinn also have plenty of wealth of their own as well. We don't desire trouble with such powerful beings. We cannot last without supplies any longer. Their demands are unfair. Please, do what you can, I beg of you.
Something you need?
Well,
oh yes.
This ought to be interesting.
You must gather your party.
I don't know what these bloody genies have been staying in this town so long for. Anyways, but I somehow doubt it's all they say.
I have been looking at the scars on my back. The stumps that were once my wings. They do not make me truly homely, do they? Am I ugly to you?
Ugly? Of course not, Airy. You're not ugly. Far from it. Really? You are very kind to say so, Toby. Suppose I am too proud. I miss my white wings so. When I was first enslaved, I was kept in a small cage and put on display. I had no room to stand, much less stretch my wings. I tried to warn my captor. I pleaded to him. My wings withered and became bloody and diseased, until finally he was forced to saw them off. It was so painful and horrid. Aww, that's terrible. I can't help but feel bad for Aerie, honestly. I have to admit I kind of like her, and I just feel so bad for her. I felt like a great part of me has been missing ever since. I am incomplete. Do not feel beautiful, Toby. Not anymore. You place too much of yourself in your wings, Aerie. You have to look at the rest of yourself and find beauty in that too. It is very hard for me, but I shall try to think as you say, and I thank you for your kind words.
Ready and just as I thought.
Now, yeah, that's really just so sad, honestly. Really is. I mean, I know a lot of people seem to think that Aerie is just annoying. And I've even heard some people saying she's as annoying as Dawn from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but I just can't see it. I don't know. I just really like Ari. I don't think she's annoying at all, quite frankly. I really don't. But now that we finally finished up with this whole druid business, it's time to see if we can't get these Doonies to bugger off from the town and stop disrupting trade, because they really are being quite a pain in the ass. And if they don't stop, we may have to kill them. And to be honest, I would really rather we didn't have to do something quite so extreme. If they would just get up and leave, that'd be real nice. But no. This is an RPG and we're the protagonists, so of course, we're going to have to solve their problem for them before they will fuck off. Because of course we do.